My terrible, terrible moveset.
Oh,
Did the randomizer thing Genesis give you weirdness? I wouldn't say weirdness. It just very heavily typed.
Yeah, that's why I was like, you see why it was difficult. I say like the randomizer. Sometimes it gives me it either gives me it gives me either a varied list of moves that aren't very useful when fighting one on one, or it gives me like a ridiculous amount of like typed moves that specifically is like, hey, you are this type of Pokemon, meaning that you have only this type of moves.
Which means,
Gets kind of aggravating.
finding, unlocking tutor points to fix its moveset later so it actually has some diversity.
Yeah, it's really good if you're only trying to do one thing, though.
Mm. And if you want basically every
um,
water mood ever, this is the Pokemon for you.
But the water equivalent of Fire Blast.
Bubble, water gun, hydro pump.
speaking of which, I believe last time it's been a while, but I'll say you guys did have the option. You have I'll say on the map that you're on,
Yes, we have the
you
option
have the option
of
of you
recruiting.
have to find, yeah, recruiting one person to join you.
Now,
I say we recruit Silent Ron.
now, don't remember this guy. This is the dude
But,
from the Pokemon contest.
yeah, he seems to be a good chunk of places where you go, eating food.
And generally being detached from the world around him.
He seems to not. He seems to be like, hey, I could do stuff, but um, I'm about to say you've never actually seen what he can do, but he always seems to be at these events.
Yeah. I remember running into
That's,
this chick. She's not the ghost.
yeah, no. Miranda. I'm about to say that is Miranda. As Miranda, she seems to be popping up in different places. Seems to be more talented of a Pokemon trainer than you'd expect.
Okay. And I don't think we've met this person before.
No, I must say
Nor have we met the guy down
uh,
here.
no. When you first got here, you've seen them. They were just kind of hanging around.
Oh yeah. Of the two that we do know, I'm inclined to go with the girl. Just because we do know her and have an idea of what she can do.
And I say, this guy was at the last tournament that you guys were at, as was this guy. I'll say they were the both of them were at the last thing. I'll say the last event with Lady Silvestri's family.
Okay.
I'll say, but I don't know if you actually met them because I don't believe they were on the same path as you guys were while you were running through the woods.
I think we saw them might have seen them in passing, when we were at the when they were
Yeah,
explaining the rules or whatever.
yeah. It's up to you. Like I said, you guys have options. You could even, I'll say, I'm like, you could even ask, the the Poke models.
We could, but that's a bit of a wild card.
Oh, you could even ask them to choke. He's registered here.
A joke. Is Machoke gonna choke a bitch? Hmm. Okay. It'd probably be a safer idea to go with one of the other people that we have an idea what their abilities are, people that we've met before.
Which was my thought, which again was why I was leaning towards the girl.
You said trying to figure out what their abilities are.
Well, he was leaning towards the people we know who what their have an idea of what their abilities are.
Okay. Um,
Which is again why I was
I'm
leaning
gonna say
towards
if
the
you're,
young woman.
I'll say if you're looking, I'm gonna say, make me, if you're trying, I'm gonna say, make me, not intuition, perception. I'll say if both of you can make me a perception check, I can give you a little more information based on like since you're actively scouting people.
My perceptions are so good. I need to take one of his eyes.
Perception, not intuition. Okay.
Uh, I mean, you can roll intuition if you want. You get the intuition would be like must if you're doing intuition, it's like oh hey um, is intuition normally like
Intuition is
investigation under
investigation.
intuition?
Yeah.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
Huh, weird. Okay, never mind. Intuition then. Sorry, the
Oh,
classes.
good. I get to roll something different. Time to intuit. That's much better.
Okay.
Not as good as freaking Lee over
Okay.
here.
And I'll say for this gentleman, he is I'll say between the two, he is the more he appear. I'll say from what you can tell, seems to be the more athletic of the two. I'll say she seems to be. I'll say Miranda seems to be more capable of. She is definitely. I'll say definitely more cunning, witty, intelligent, basically more well-rounded when it comes to mental stuff, and is an okay athlete based on what you can tell from like her body build and everything. This guy seems to be the opposite, where he is very physically capable, but seems to be lacking in the area. Pretty much as strong in all the physical areas, but lacking. I'll say, but pretty average in the knowledge based stuff. Miranda is very very well adept at the knowledge based stuff, but more physically lacking. Still physically capable, but nowhere near as far as that. So it kind of boils down to you don't exactly know what this next thing is going to be. Would you rather have someone who's physically capable or someone who is mentally capable?
Well, I know I cover certain kinds of physicalities as do you. So having someone a bit more clever could be nice to have.
Sounds like a plan to me.
All
We need
right.
more estrogen on this team.
All right. So you will, I'll say, so I assume you're going over to Miranda.
Mm-hmm.
Right. She'll be I'll say laying out on the beach underneath this laying on her towel underneath this tree. And do you need to get in there, Hopper? Can you get in? Hang on. Okay. Oh yeah. So yes. Miranda will kind of lower her sunglasses and kind of look at you. Like, oh, hey. Um, Masa, I heard the explosion. Masa, I heard Masa, I heard about the explosion at the volleyball game. How are you all doing?
Oh, we're doing all right.
Awesome.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
was
I heard it was pretty.
weird.
Yeah, I heard it was pretty rough.
Yeah, that's one way of putting it.
Oh, Masa, she was like, well, it was like Masa, she was like, well, at least you Masa, at least you didn't have to participate in bolt or dodgeball. That was
Hmm.
fun. Well, fun for me, not fun for the others who aren't here right now because they're in the infirmary. But you get what you sign up for.
Suppose that's true enough. Uh, you picked partners for the next round yet?
She's like, there's the next round. What's going on?
Well, we're not 100% sure what's going on, but we know that whatever it is requires three-man teams.
Oh, you want me to join your team?
Well, you're asking, yeah.
Oh, okay. We don't know, and you don't know what the next event is going to be?
Nope.
Oh, the hosts of this tournament, they could do anything.
Hmm. She's going to look at both of you and is like, well, she's gonna look at the two of you like, well, I hope that it's. She was like, well, I hope that it's actually something I'm useful at because hmm. She was like, my attire is not exactly built for running, but I make do. Hopefully, it's something that I can think my way out of.
That is the hope.
All right. I'll say, is there anything you guys plan on doing? You got about 10 minutes before the next event starts.
Let's see, we got healed up already, in theory, so...
Hmm. 10 minutes. I don't think I can make snacks in 10 minutes. Whatever an extended action is, I think it's kind of vague what an extended action is. Beyond, on the order of minutes or longer.
Yeah, we just know extended action is partially up to the GM. It's a extended period of time.
Okay, because I have a thing I would like to do if I have the time and the resources. 1 second. Let me just. That is 100 per. Okay. Two, three, 12, 2, 8. Okay. Do I have time to um whip up batches of tasty snacks?
How long? Well, say, does it have a time limit?
It's an extended action.
Yeah, yeah, you got time. You got a grill and everything out here.
Okay. So that's gonna be. I'm gonna make like batches of stuff. So
I would say that since you're technically on a time crunch, um, you can I'll say how many are you trying to make?
um, I was trying to make um 8 of each, which is the salty, spicy, sour, dry, bitter, and sweet.
Um, considering the time, um, and it doesn't say what extended action,
An extended
how long the
action
extended.
is up to the GM, but usually in the more than a few minutes.
Yeah. Okay. And extended action makes how many?
It I mean, my ability says that I have that I can I can make these items for like X amount of money.
Okay. It doesn't say how many of them you can make, just that you can make it with an extended action.
You just said I have the ability. I have the ability to make them.
Okay. How many I'll say how many items were you trying to make? You listed off six, correct?
Yeah, I was wanting to try to make like 8 of each. I realize it's probably reaching. Um,
Um roll me um
I believe
roll me a
cooking.
d6.
Oh, D6. Okay, cool. Go roll 20. Oh shit! It actually gave me a decent number. Maybe depends on what a vibe means.
Okay. You have enough time to I say you have enough time to scramble together. I say you have enough time to scramble together. Um, you get to pick five of those six, and I say five of those six dishes, and you can manage to make four. Four of the I'll say four each of five of those things that you selected.
For each of 5. Okay.
Yeah. Now say select five of those six. Basically, you don't have enough time, or either you don't have enough time or enough
Sweet,
grill space to,
sweet,
to be able to make it.
sweet, bitter, dry, sour. No, wait, hold on. Sweet, bitter, sour, salty. Okay. Marking off my scraps. So, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Okay. Cool, cool. Okay, just as a prep, I will equip Alma with a shoot, which was hers. with a dry wafer. Chris, what what buffs would your Pokemon be looking at?
Really depends on what we're doing. I mean,
True.
like Herald is obviously offensive focused.
That's Herald's nature.
Brave.
Okay, because I'm kind of wanting to do some prep because again I don't know what
I'd say that's part of the problem is we don't know what
we're gonna be dealing with. And it's like I guess I could hand out just stuff.
I mean, you've already given us some treats before, that I haven't used yet. So.
Oh, okay. Okay, well, they haven't used them. It sounds like then you're good.
I mean, I've got some new Pokemon since the last time, but yeah, it's not a big deal.
If I correctly, we got Miranda, yeah.
Yeah.
Miranda making some Poke treats over here. You you mind if yours have any?
She's like, well, I only have my one Pokemon here, and sure, I'm not opposed to that.
What's its disposition? I'm in character. I'm trying to ask what its nature is.
I must say she'll say she likes salty.
Mm, Okay, I will give over a salty surprise then, because because it's the preferred. When that addition buff is used, uh, she'll get 10 temporary hit points.
Okay, sounds good.
It's kind of funny. I My original intention was to essentially have Gladys like dabble in the chef thing and not go so heavy into it. And then I started leaning into it when it was clear that Greg's character wanted to go the heavier martial arts route.
Who?
One day. I'm still expecting just one day, just like just pops up.
Might need to remind him. He may not even remember the game exists.
It's like, hi there.
I'll say, considering Greg, he might be like, "Oh shit, you're right." But I'll say, when I talk to him, he seemed to be doing a lot better.
That's good.
I'd say, it seemed like he actually finally got to relax and get a bit more settled in. Seems a bit more comfortable where seems a bit more comfortable where he is in life, and probably because his job got better, or at least he seems to be, more stable and happy, for lack of a better term, like with what he's doing.
Everything more good.
More gooder.
But no, that's really good to hear.
All right, let's get this challenge underway.
Okay.
I'm gonna use my time to make sure Squirtle is now equipped with his new outfit, shield included.
Nice.
So,
Mind you, the proto shield is probably just a boogie board we painted, but
Did I put that wrong?
Keyboards.
I spelled that wrong? No, I didn't. I can still do.
Still
I can
do the
still do right.
words.
Yes. See, I believe that should be everything. I'm just gonna do two more things. Let's see.
Seems
Right,
bubble.
and
Moves that are normally replaced are not replaced. Bubble, water gun, water pulse, hydro pump.
you keep all of
Yep.
them.
And until I find tutor points or it levels up a little bit, can't fix it. But for some reason, it kept tail whip.
Huh.
Will 100% save you.
And of course, it's level 41, so I just missed the egg move I could have used to fix some of this.
All right. In which case, you are, Mase, you are led. Mase, you guys are led out to a. You guys are led out to what appears to be this glowing. Mase, this glowing green arena.
Okay.
Surround the walls have spikes jutting out of them.
Huh.
And once you walk in there, the door closes behind you.
Um. Okay.
There are neon, there are neon pattern, there are neon lights, forming a rectangle with a circle in the middle, with a circle in the middle of the room. You will see two, you will see two, two openings at both ends of this both ends of the long end of the rectangle, as these two poles come out of the openings, and they form into what look to be basketball hoops.
Hmm.
Do the Space Jam, hooray.
Which I thought about actually putting on here, but I did not want us to get I did not want us to end up getting, the stream shut off. And I was like, man, this could totally go so sideways.
Okay, well, this might be more of a physical challenge, but we might be able to big brain our way through this too. Depends on what they're expecting.
So instead, some licensed yet not copyright stricken Tekken 8 music.
Yes.
Which is weird because Japan is litigious as hell, so you would think that would be copyrighted more than.
You would think. Actually, what was that? No, it is not. Oh, wrong one. There we go. Oh. There we go. You will hear over the speakers. It is time for the 3-on-3 basketball tournament. And today we have. I'm gonna say we have on the. I'm gonna say on the field, Laxus Ouroboros the ninth, Jay, and Miranda. You will hear piped in boos. I'm gonna say it sounds like the audience is cheering, but you can kind of hear something that sounds like like just fake stock sound like stock file boos being piped in through the speakers.
Big budget.
Well, that's how you stay rich. You don't spend anything.
Big budget booze.
So the crowd seems to heavily be on your side, though. Miranda's just kind of waving. You will see a handful of signs in the audience. It's like, we love you, and she's like, oh, aren't they sweet? She's gonna look at you guys. She was like, I'm not exactly that good with the basketball, so I'm gonna be kind of dependent on you guys to help take care of me, okay?
We can cover the actual plays if you can help come up with. I mean, we can cover the actual execution. You can help come up with the plays. That's a strategy issue. That should be something you're good at, from what we've seen.
Yeah.
Hopefully, I should be able to pull this off. And it was like, and their opponents straight. She's gonna say straight out of the Silvestri R&D department. You will see three pods slam, like fall from the ceiling and slam down into the ground.
Huh.
These gigantic, must say, these gigantic 3 meter tall, muscular robots appear out, appear out of the pods.
Oh, I thought I was fit.
You will see steam coming out of them as their eyes turn red and burst to life with like their arms like basketball protocol initiated.
Why do you have a protocol for that?
That's she's like, that's right, Jay. After our last, it was like after the last tournament, I have pumped millions into these robots so that they could beat you in basketball.
Yay.
let's let's see you win this. You too, Lattice.
I'm clearly the afterthought here.
I'm gonna say, don't worry, I got something for you.
Oh,
I got something for you.
good.
Yeah, not right now, but if you live, I'm gonna say you'll hear the butler like whispering to her. Okay, I've been told by the sponsors we can't say if you live, but if you don't, I'm gonna say if you don't stop existing, we will totally. I'm gonna say I got something for you. She was like, Miranda, yes, nothing personal. Okay.
Okay, so before we start, I'd like to use telepathy to link us all up by connecting our auras, just so we can think at each other.
Oh, nice.
Say, okay, this should help confuse the bots a bit.
I'm gonna say there's gonna be a slight delay with the connection to Miranda, and then you'll, I must say, for lack of a better term, you'll kind of feel like a the equivalent of somebody opening the door. Like, oh, come on in.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't get a chance to warn you.
I say she'll smile, she'll look at you and kind of smile, like it was like, don't worry, she was like, don't worry, I just like trying to, clean up my mind before I let people in. It's kind of dirty in here.
Well, that's fair. I can only do surface anyway, so I shouldn't see anything too. It's more of a communication thing than a mind reading thing.
Yeah, but she's gonna say, it's like, he's like, you never know what people. He's like, you never know what people are gonna see.
Fair enough.
That ass toad. No, I'm just kidding. Linus doesn't think that. But that's a good example.
Well, to be fair, I can't connect you two. Everything has to go through me, so it'll be I hear you though say "dad ass" and then just choose not to translate.
Oh, okay.
I can connect to multiple targets, but I can only project to one target at a time.
Okay, so it's not just Stolt.
No.
Okay.
I'm having to translate, but it's still translating at the speed of thought, which is faster than us talking.
I can hear Jay like, what the fuck is he talking about? He's like, wait, he's like, there's only 5 of us here. You talking about the robots, her, or me? Like, I don't like half of these options.
All right, so it sounds like we're just playing basketball, but I'm sure there's some stupid twist that she's required to outline in a minute.
Well, she's gonna say, all right, and she's gonna say, okay, well, and with the way that and with the way this basketball game works, it is 100% absolutely only basketball. I swear.
Skepticism.
Skepticism.
All right. In which case, since it is absolutely positively only basketball, she's gonna look around. It was like, does anyone not believe me when I say that?
Jay raises his hand.
Does anyone who matter actually, not believe me? It was like, he is biased. We can't pay attention to him. All right. What am I say? Will be two people who are ready for tip off. Come to meet in the center.
This is basketball, so with athleticism.
I'm guessing athletics. I got 5D and change.
This is gonna be a jump. This is gonna be a jump off. So ball is gonna be thrown into the air. So whichever one of you has the
Jump's acrobatics.
I have 5D in athletics.
I have 5D plus 2 in athletics.
Okay.
But jumping, I think, is acrobatics, which I have 60 in. Confirming that now. Because that must ask where the jump calculation uses acrobatics. Yeah, it does, because acrobat is what has the perk that enhances it. Athletics. Physical training and endurance developed through sports and exercise. Athletics tend to be very active. Whenever your character's physical endurance is tested as running, climbing, or jumping. Okay, so I guess they're putting in other athletics, even though they're using acrobatics to calculate it. Okay, well, if you want to handle tip off, I can back you up with my 5D plus 2, since you have 5D even. The plus 2 is not a huge difference.
Okay.
Wait, I'm blanking on her name immediately.
Miranda.
You can call, keep an eye on them, call shots. AKA, if you have any trainer perks that you can throw at trainers, like focused or inspired training.
She's going to look.
Because a lot of the trainer things don't say they require Pokemon.
Oh, I thought a number of them had like target Pokemon.
A lot of
the orders.
The orders say target Pokemon, but like focused and inspired training just say target.
Okay.
So I don't know if she has any abilities to say target instead of Pokemon.
You will.
We were doing that in volleyball too.
All right.
You will hear her. Mentioning to you. It was like if he hasn't pieced it together yet, they're obviously robots. Chances are their ability to jump is significantly higher than an average human's. So it probably must say, and I believe Lady Silvestri is not going to actually be playing by any semblance of rules here. So probably I must say during tip off, um, tell Lattice to attempt to propel him to jump at the robot and bounce off of it to get more height.
I will do that.
Okay.
I'll say there's nothing in the rule says you can't kick off of your opponent to get more leverage.
I will do so.
And if she is not
Okay.
providing a bonus, I would also like to add into that as a. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I must say you will get a +5 to your roll.
And I will add on to that as a swift action focus training for +1 accuracy, +2 skill check.
Okay.
Okay.
So she just gave it a plus.
She gave you a +5, I just gave you a +2, so +7.
Okay. Fucking combat athletics. Excellent. Stealing stealth. Nice. Okay.
As I'm using my intuition to kind of gauge, their stance. Like, okay, he's probably going to go that, so do you go that? In addition to what she just said. And
Okay.
because they're robots, they don't have aura. I can't read their ki.
Let's see. I'm ready for the roll off unless there's going to be something odd about it.
Goddamn androids.
It's the Clone Wars all over again. The Force doesn't work on robots.
I thought we were going to be doing like Dragon Ball, but yeah.
Yeah.
And since they're key, it means I can't shoot them.
Well, you see, the ki works on the robots. You just can't sense their ki, but they have ki because they will fuck you up. Just for some reason, you can't sense it.
Well, it was like it's like why can't we sense the androids? They just have a different kind of energy.
Yeah, especially the
Well,
cyborgs.
I mean, technically in Super, they did retcon that. It was like, yeah, no, these motherfuckers just have a nuclear reactor inside of them, so they're basically just shooting nuclear energy beams at people. I'll say because that's the way they retconned 17 is there. I'll say he can make infinite. He could key spam all day, and he was like, "How can you do that?" He was like, "I have a nuclear reactor in my chest." He was like, "I have infinite energy," and he was like, "Oh." And like they kept trying to beat him, and he was just hiding inside of a shield. And they were like, "You gotta run out of keys sometime." He was like, "Yeah, that's not how it works." So he was like, "Wait, he's just a robot?" Yep, he's a robot with infinite energy source. He was like, but only he has it. 18 doesn't have it.
Oh, really? She just has what regular key then?
Well, because when Krillin wished to take the when Krillin wished for her to be able to have kids and everything, she lost that ability. So she's actually using Key. 17 still basically like, yep, I'm a robot. I can still use my nuclear reactor.
Huh. Okay, I must be thinking of TFS.
Yeah, it was something that happened in Super. Super basically was like, yeah, they just have like infinite I must say, unlimited energy power, and that's 17's ability. Because he cheats like all hell during the Tournament of Power. All right. I'll say, despite only having like a 2-point difference in your ability, you still managed to outleap him.
You have a +7, and it's only a 2-point difference. Damn.
Oh.
Yeah, I'll say it was what was it? Yeah, 5d6 plus 7, and they had 5d6 plus 5.
You know what the real impressive thing is? Without either your bonuses, I would have had a 20 that would have beaten me by 1, meaning I could have done it.
Oh, I wasn't sure. I was sure you could do it. We just want to make sure you had the edge.
Oh, no, I'm glad to have the edge. I did not expect to have a chance to do it off of the non-buffed ability.
Yeah, they also rolled shit. as per my normalcy in Pokemon. So, all right, I'm gonna say you have the I'm gonna say, all right, Lattice kicking. I'm gonna say jumping up as the Jack is using its obvious size advantage to reach for the basketball that is ejected out of the ground. You, I must say, you springboard off of its thigh, leap. I say, using that as momentum to be able to leap even higher than its actual reach, snatching the ball out of midair and landing on the ground. You, I must say, you currently, I must say, in which case, because of that, initiative has begun.
Yas.
Let's say, actually, that's all right. Go ahead, enter your initiatives. Miranda's initiative is.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck is mine again?
Hmm?
And I was like, what the fuck is my initiative again?
Faster than mine.
Don't worry. Faster than her. The jacks must say their bodies will shift a little. The enemy must say the enemy has the sphere. Initiate elimination mode.
Shit, they don't even call it a ball.
See. All right. You will see thruster jets come out of come out the back of their legs and their arms.
They fly now.
Enhanced speed. Enhanced speed initiated. You will also see what looks to be wheels come out of their feet.
Wait, are those inlines?
Hmm?
All right. Jay. Your partner Latsis has the ball.
All right.
This is this is where you guys need to be scoring. This is where they will be attempting to score. For the purposes of this game, you have 2 times your movement.
Hmm.
So you can move up to 2 times your maximum. I'm gonna say your normal move is 2 times your move distance.
Okay. Interesting. How will passing the ball work? Does it have to be your turn?
No. What you can do if someone else has the ball and you want to discreetly try to take it out of their hands and like kind of like do stuff like that, you can roll stealth, or you can just blatantly hand it off to them. So if Jay wants to walk up to you and take the ball from you, he can just do that. If you want to try to sneakily hand it to him, that would be a stealth roll on Jay's end to take the ball from you without them noticing.
Okay.
Okay.
If you, I say, if you want to, I say, if you want to do like a thing where you set yourself up to be able to block an opponent if they're going to try to make their way past you, you can roll combat or athletics, and they would have to roll opposed to it in order to be able to move past you to get to the goal. So you can either go on the offense, or you can make yourself stationary and go on defense in case they steal the ball from you or for when they get the ball.
You said double movement.
Did I miss the scale? Is the scale different?
No, he's just telling us we have double movement.
Okay.
Okay, so pending lattice.
Yeah, like because normally your move is like 5 or so.
Mhm. Okay.
Now, say if you're moving at 5 hexes, it'll take you forever to get to a hoop.
Okay. So pending lattice is possibly trying to prevent. Gonna move up, take the ball.
Okay. You wanting to be stealthy about it?
No, I don't mind them seeing me take the ball.
Okay.
Or I'm gonna get silly is employing my acrobatics skills, to test their tracking ability.
Oh, okay.
Because I can just go straight for the dunk in theory. Okay, so let's start with this one.
Okay. As you make your way over to the hoop,
As I'm making my way over to the hoop, making Jack got his eyes on me. I'm employing my acrobatics. Get a little bit of a globetrotter-esque ball fundamental work in, and while trying to get a little bit of a shell game going. At which point, once I've got it sure he's tracking, we're going to attempt to slide the ball, to confuse so the ball can slip past him, and then I can go around him. In kind of a that away gesture.
Okay. That's how you move.
Because acrobatics includes hand-eye coordination, throwing, and juggling, which is kind of a little bit of all of this.
That is hilarious. How did you not notice that he was dribbling? Oh my god, yeah, you need to quit. When you get done like that, you just gotta quit the sport. You can't come back.
Well, to be fair, it is a pro ball player versus a kid.
That is literally some goofy. Nah, I have a kid. What? Okay, so that's the biggest thing is basketball. You're supposed to be watching the fucking ball. You just look at him dead in the eye. I was like,
It's called James Harden Humble's kid.
yeah, I was say I knew it was James Harden because only James Harden got a beard like that. Fucking hell, that's so fucking. Okay, let me see.
So yeah, I'm trying to work it into an acrobatics instead of athletics by doing that.
Well, dunking is actually
Well, no, the shot I assume I throw in athletics or something. But...
It's acrobatics for a dunk.
Okay, well, so it's 2 acrobatics then, but because first I have to get past the jack, which is again I'm trying to confuse it.
Does I roll for shit? Yes. It seems its targeting system is still coming online. Apparently, you are able to just just baffle its sensors to get around them.
Cool. Now we go for the dunk.
Interception EXE loading.
Or layup.
All right.
I think it's wrong by the GIF.
Let's say, as you are doing this amazing, this amazing spinning, this amazing dunk, going in on making the jacks look pretty stupid. You go in for the dunk. As one of these spikes shoots out of the wall the moment that you land this point. What is your AC?
She's ready. She's prepared. She's ready.
I'm trying to remember the name of the game. Was that one of the Def Jams? Like a street
Def
basketball
Jams
with like the
about it.
lava pits and shit.
Yeah.
Physical
Yeah, physical.
5.
Wait until you see what the final. Wait until you see what the final boss is. The final boss is gonna have you rolling your eyes. All right. A spike jets out. I'm gonna say shoots out of. I'm gonna say shoots out of the wall. I'm gonna say one of these spikes that's in the wall shoots out and clips you in the side for I'll say clips you in the side for 5 damage. If you have any damage reduction, I guess it goes to minimum 1.
I mean, I have my defense stat.
Okay. So 5 damage. I don't know if you have armor and stuff. I can remember.
I don't think I'm currently wearing armor.
Okay. Okay. So five damage minus whatever your defense stat
Yeah,
is.
so minimum 1.
Okay. As you kind of get hit with the spike in the side. Oh, did I
Since you said
forget
5.
to mention?
It says 10 there, so
Yeah.
I was...
Oh no, that's a hit.
Okay.
Roll a 19.
So yeah, I've got
19
more than...
minus 4.
So yeah, minimum 1.
Yeah. Yes, it still has to roll. It's a hit roll. So. Um. So yeah, I'm gonna say the spike hits. I'm gonna say and you'll hear over the I'll say the crowd like ooh, and over the intercom be like, oh, did I mention there? This is 100% absolutely normal basketball, with the exception that whenever Lattice or Jay score a point, spikes will shoot out of the walls at them.
It's water buckets for them, right?
When the Jacks score a point. I'll say when the Jacks score a point. What happens when the Jacks score a point? They simply score points, miss. Oh yeah, that's right. No spikes that come out of the walls, and also for Miranda because I like Miranda. Miranda's nice to me. Oh, thank you, sweetheart. But Lattice and Jay, shoot all the spikes at them. Activate the spikes. You cannot activate the spikes, man. They're only generated to go off whenever I'll say whenever Jay or Lattice gets near the hoop, or whenever they're responsible for a point. See, I wanted the death trap. Can you just flood this place with lava? No, we cannot, miss. This is live television. We can barely get away with what we're doing. Okay, fine. We'll play ball. All right, all right. Um,
She's not wrong. We are playing ball.
all right. The Jack, the Jack will walk over here to you and just kind of like look down at you. Before walking past you, reaching behind you to pick up the ball. Since you just scored, now it's like, okay, it's our turn.
I go back to center or whatever now?
Oh no, I mean you pretty much stay where you were.
Okay.
Yeah. He will he will it was like subject J, subject J, occupation, ranger, status, eliminate.
Eliminate.
Looking over.
Getting
It
a
will.
little bit hectic.
It will take the basketball. I'll say it will take the basketball while also you will see like these huge thrusters come out of its deltoids as it starts rocketing across the room like
Can I
making
use
its
my
way over here.
reaction?
Sure.
I'd like to attempt a trip.
Okay.
Oh, so the blocking, huh?
Yeah. Confirm that. That's Professor's Notebook combat maneuvers, I believe.
Yeah, combat maneuvers, though. I was only pointing out the blocking because of the special notation.
Right, that's right. Block was in athletics, right?
Combat or athletics.
Okay.
I keep watching this GIF and I can't understand how he didn't see the ball go flying in the fucking air. I can't get over that. How do you miss a giant orange ball? It's oh my god. Okay. So are these opposed athletic rolls, I assume?
Yeah.
Okay.
Basically,
Let's
I'm trying to
see.
I'm playing defense. I'm hampering and harrying and trying to get the ball back.
Yeah. I'm just trying to make sure that. Let's see if my dice rolls are going to be shit. Ah, oh, now you roll like a fucking beast.
Wait, isn't the rolls what happened last time too? Freaking
Yeah,
roll 20.
like the you attempt to I'm gonna say you attempt to trip him. I'm gonna say your attempt to hamper him. He just like I'm gonna say these I'm gonna say maybe it's the fuel exhaust from the jets that seem too hot. Um, as he goes flying past you, sticking your foot out, trying to trip him. His speed and body density simply kind of bat your foot away as he's kind of like. Lattice, he passes by you as well. Do you want to use a reaction?
Yeah. I'll give this a shot.
Okay.
I take it I still have the focus bonus, but not the command bonus.
It lasts till the end of the turn, so it should still be there because she hasn't gone yet.
Okay,
You- you lost-
I was sure if her command bonus was like just for that.
Oh, that I don't know.
Oh, the command bonus was just for. I'm not saying it was just for the. It was just for the tip off.
Okay.
That's it, because I can maintain mine, just as a Swift, so I can just keep doing that.
Yeah, with her, she has to. It has to be for specific stuff.
So I can keep giving the +2 at least.
Okay. Um. Swole body check. Oh no.
Okay. You try to, and
Maybe
he
the
seems
roll
to be
really low.
prepared. He seems to be prepared as you attempt. You attempt to try to stop him, and I'm gonna say you attempt to try to stop him, and the part of his body that you reach for, you try to grab his arm that has the ball in it. You will see it detach from his body and go over your head,
Whoa.
and then magnetically reattach itself to his body. It is your turn.
Seeing this, I would like to, um, I would like to, use my
You can
action
attempt
to
to
apply my own focus training to myself.
Okay. You can attempt to steal the ball from him while he's making his way to the hoop, or you can
That's it.
attempt to
They
try
still haven't
to
scored yet.
block him.
Okay, I wasn't sure if stealing the ball was like an action or a swift action or what.
I presume it's your action.
Okay, because I was using
Yeah.
my action.
I'll say,
I was going to use my action to buff myself on top of your buff.
You
okay.
don't you have Commander's Voice?
I believe I do. Yes, I do.
Then you can do it as a Swift. Then you can buff yourself as a Swift.
Oh, nice.
If you're only applying one command, then yeah, you can do it as a Swift.
Okay.
So that would still leave your action.
Okay. Like here, dunking is that, stealing is that. Okay, I realize stealing is stealth. Is that for just doing surreptitiously? If I'm being overt about it, do I roll something else?
Reading the skills, if you're being overt about it, it should be a contest of acrobatics.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna do this instead. As he's going for the hoop, I would like to move to the hoop and be ready to block the shot.
Okay.
Which I believe, according to here, is a combat or athletics.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So here's for blocking the shot.
Oh, nice. All right.
So getting ready to jump to block the ball or to do that thing where you like slap it. I've seen players get real frustrated when they're about to do something with it and they just get slapped out of their hands.
All right. Miranda. All right. She is going to be kind of standing there. Seems to be kind of watching the field, watching what's going on. She's going to tell you, Jay, that he is focusing a bit too much on Lattice's left side, so that he feels that he's going to try to approach. He's going to try to approach from the left because he feels that's Lattice's weak side. So to be prepared to go left. Lattice, you can add a +5. I'm gonna say add 5 to your athletics, so that becomes a 29 when it comes to blocking.
Okay then.
Jay.
Okay. They still have the ball.
Side the ball, yes.
Swift action to maintain.
You can attempt to steal, or you can attempt to steal, or you can attempt to add to. You can attempt to assist Lattice and give him an extra bonus to blocking.
Well, I can maintain my command, so that's a +2 regardless. If I move to assist, that would be another +2. So he's already at 31.
He's at 29.
Yeah.
But I'm using my command to give him a further +2.
Well, no, I already had that factored.
Oh, okay, you already had that factored. Okay, so he's at 29 right now.
Yeah, he has the +2 factored. So if you go to assist, then it
becomes
goes from
31.
24 to 29 and turns into 31.
Well, I don't really have much of a choice. Not much I can do from down here.
Yeah, you can try to run over there and steal it if you have faith in your stealth abilities.
At 2D, not really.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm thinking of
Oh,
one of your other characters. I'm probably thinking about Dark Point.
As I have athletics and acrobatics. Those are my.
Okay. I figured I put stealing there as an option because I was like, I figured maybe one of you guys had
Sierra.
stealth ability.
That's Sierra.
Okay. I mean, it definitely
Oh,
makes
boy.
sense as a thing to consider, given that it's basketball.
Yeah, I was like, okay, it's a basketball game. The idea of just like
As a-
swatting the ball while
As
somebody's
written,
standing and
things like
running off.
contested like juggling and other hand-eye coordination things go under acrobatics, which is why if you're being overt about it, in theory, maybe acrobatics should be used, but as opposed to a sleight of hand.
I'm gonna say, in this, if you did stealth, you basically end up doing kind of what the James Harden thing was, just like
Yeah.
swatting the ball out of their hand or snagging it while they're in mid dribble, and they wouldn't even realize that it's going on. And if you manage to pull off a stealing, then they would lose half their movement because they would pretty much spend half their movement realizing that it was taken, and then have to try to chase you down.
Okay.
So that's the benefits of stealing.
Okay, so we can bring you
But
up
since
to
this
31, which is, but given that their max is 35, that puts odds in our favor. Um,
yeah, the highest they've rolled so far is 30. I honestly don't really foresee them rolling higher than that.
um,
That's a lot of sixes I'd have to pull off.
most of the buffs I can throw only apply to Pokemon, so yeah, we'll go for the assist, I guess.
Okay. All right. The Jack will go over here. I'll say we'll go over here. Go for the hoop.
Come on, dice.
Where is it? Acrobatics. As you are able, as he goes up with a rocket fist, attempting to do that. With, you are ready as you jump, as you leap up. As you leap up and go for this, Lattice, I need you to roll your focus.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Still get a +2.
Uh-oh. Bum, 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 bum.
Yeah, I think you base
Okay.
this around all the skills we suck at. Yeah!
No. This doesn't have anything to do with basketball. This has something to do with something earlier, some missions ago.
Oh, 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 oh.
Lattice, you are able to block the shot. Part of the reason that you're able to block the shot is because he was not expecting what happened. What just
Oh!
happened. Lattice, you snag the ball out of his hand as you come down. You are now in possession of the ball. Um, Lattice, your hands are on fire.
Yup. Okay. That recombinator tank thing. Yeah. Whoa! It's not
It
burning?
doesn't seem to hurt. No. Jay, Lattice's hands are on fire.
Okay.
His hands are on fire, and there seems to be a slight smell of like ozone, um, like coming off of him, as you can kind of see like this, for lack of a better term, like smoke, like this kind of like white steamy smoke, like coming from his hands.
I hope this doesn't leave a mark.
The ball seems to be impervious to your damage.
Ah, good. Good.
Um, the Jack looks at you, and it's like processing. unknown entity.
Ah, that
Um,
means that the spikes shouldn't affect me. Yeah.
Last, it is your turn. Also, there is something that I wanted to mention. If I'll say if you have, I'll say if you happen to have the I'll say if you happen to have the Pokeball throwing skill, the class that allows you to do that, allows you
Hmm.
to do that stuff. You can make full. I'll say it gives you the ability to make full court shots.
Nice. I don't have it, but nice.
Do either of you have
Nope.
it?
Isn't that part of the capture specialist?
Juggler and yeah, I think it's capture specialist because juggler is about switching quickly.
I think capture specialists get to like bounce the ball, or they get to like double their throwing range and stuff like that.
Yeah. There might also be a feature or some too. Let's see, dunking, acrobatics.
I'm good at throwing balls, but yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I was trying to think of because when I did this game, I was like, huh. I was like, there should be some pretty cool things I can probably think of to do that are basketball related that revolve around some of the abilities in Pokemon. But I didn't know what skills you had, but I just figured I'd have them available just in case your sheets had it.
Um, raging fire dunk.
Let's see, now, my eyes went kind of blurry. Come on, acrobatics. This is 12. Okay. It's I'll say, did you pass by this jet, or did you like go
Oh,
around in the bar?
yeah, I went oh, no, come on, there we go. I went like
Oh, outside
that.
his range.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. All right. Um, it is not as flashy as Jay's dunk, but your hands are on fire. So instead of being like an NBA dunk contest, you instead look like Bill Clinton dunking an NBA Jam '96.
Yes.
So a standard dunk with hands on fire. Um, However, though, you do dunk the ball. The crowd goes wild, and the spikes go flying.
No shit.
What is your I was like, what is your physical defense?
My physical defense is 2, 3 if we're including speed.
Did they tell us what we're
Okay.
playing to?
No, but she does seem to be getting more infuriated with you scoring.
We're playing by the Great Xeno rules.
Okay, so just 10 is the magic number. Um, Spike comes flying out of, I say, Spike comes flying out of the wall, like jamming you in the abdomen for
There,
5 points of damage.
abs.
Whatever, minus whatever your soak is, minimum one.
I take chip damage. Ah, who wants the ball? Not the Jacks.
I'm gonna say you're gonna hear Lady Sylvester over the intercom. I was told that these were I thought we paid for the good spikes. They're supposed to be impaled.
We're not on Showtime. Wait, we're not on
Why?
Showtime, right?
She was like, why are they still standing? He was like, Madam, this isn't the. He was like, Madam, would you please calm down? I can't. They're supposed to. she was like, this is not the way this is supposed to happen. I spent millions on these jacks. Activate the final protocol. He was like, ma'am, that hasn't been tested. Activate it. He's
You
like, I will
announced it, and
not
we're already
be
on the
there.
final protocol.
She's moody.
Um, Miranda is going to going to step over here.
Hmm?
And she's going to reach behind her back and materialize some pom poms
Hmm.
and is going to utilize one of her features for cheerleader.
Nice.
Okay,
Yeah.
we picked her for buffs. She is buffing. This is
Yup. Don't underestimate the cheerleader.
All right. So, da, 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 da. She's going to jump. She's going to jump it. Going to jump in the air. And, who do we want? The audience can be like, Jay and Lattice. What do we want? Wins. Who do we want? Jay and Lattice. Who do we want? Wins. Um, both of you must say, both of you can, must say, both of you get, let's see, let me check the signature, and paired with that skill that she has. All right. Both of you get, I must say, you can either have a flat +6 to 1 roll, or you can get 2d6 that you can, I'll say 2d6 that you can spend however you see fit.
okay. I think I'm gonna take the 2/6 so I can,
Yeah, yeah. Two D6 sounds nice and good.
All right. I'll say so. Yeah, you can either add that. You can either get 2d6, possibly go higher, or or get that flat 6 and play it safe and get the average of 2d6.
Yeah.
So, all right. Which case,
Okay.
I said over the intercom, it was like, wait, cheerleaders? Nobody said that they could encourage each other. What kind of basketball game is that?
One without a halftime show.
Somebody who's got the fundamentals maybe can perform at halftime.
All right, Jay, it is your turn.
Okay, ball's down there.
Um, yeah, I'll say the jacks will be it's the jacks ball. So
So if I remember my basketball rules correctly, they have to retrieve the ball and cross half court before I can do anything.
I mean, once they get the ball, pretty much you seem to be able to do whatever you want.
But they still have to retrieve the ball, which they have not done yet.
Yeah, they have not done because it's not their turn yet.
Okay, well, if I'm that much faster than them right now,
Because of the way it panned out, yeah. I was like Lattice dunked and their turn hasn't come back around yet.
I will use my standard action to command both Lattice and I, as well as conveying any thing from Miranda. And move to at least threaten the Jacks in terms of positioning. So I'm in position to do something if I need to.
Okay.
And that's my turn, because we don't have the ball yet. And they don't have the ball yet, so.
Alright. The Jacks. Lattice, you will notice something. The Jack's heads will kind of spin around similar to an owl
No.
as their body proceeds to, twist with it after the fact. Dangerous anomaly. Eliminate. We'll rock it over here. We'll pick up the basketball. But they pick up the basketball, but for some reason they don't seem too interested. I'll say they pick up the basketball, but they don't exactly seem too interested in, playing basketball right now. You will, I'll say each of them will flex, and then they will start swinging at you, trying to punch you.
Trying to punch me?
Yeah.
Wait, we can punch now?
They never said you couldn't.
That's how I do against rocket-powered fists. Wait, does that make me bring out my hunter bow? Do some Space Jam shit, tie the ball to an arrow, and shoot the arrow till it goes through the net and the ball sinks.
Jay, you see as these I can roll really high when it comes to, attacking, but when it comes I wish I could do this in a fucking Pokemon battle. But apparently I need giant buff robots in order to be able to to be able to hit you guys. Because this is like the third time in a row I've rolled 19 to hit.
Damn, okay.
They start with Jay, you see that they basically swarm Lattice and start punching the crap out of him after they get the ball.
Foul?
How are they punching him? Or why are they punching him?
Oh, right, I'm sorry. I thought we were playing an actual basketball game where there was a ref.
This is a basketball game. Street basketball.
Damn, she has a point.
For 16 points of beatdown damage.
Ugh.
As after they finish punching you repeatedly, they was like final protocol has been activated. Proceed to beat the competition. And they start making their way back over here. That's about as far as they can get.
Okay.
Let's see. This one has the ball right now.
Which one? Okay.
The one with the symbol on.
Yeah. Okay.
A dot might be
The grenade-
easier to see.
Oh, I can see it. I just, didn't see the ping
Oh, okay.
because I was looking at something else at the time.
Oh, I said, no, that's right. You did say a dot would be easier to see. Sorry. You're
No
correct. Basketballs go
There.
around. All right. I'll say they would have gone for a full court shot, but they were programmed to attack Lattice.
Uh,
So, Lattice, I need you to roll me focus again.
Adrenaline equals fire! Okay. Focus. He's not too good at focusing.
He got +2.
He pretends like he's good at focusing, but his guile's only 1, so that probably doesn't work out either.
All right,
Oh.
let's see.
Oh, wait. With a 5 in athletics, 4 in combat, and only 2 in general knowledge, does that make Lattice a himbo?
No, his general knowledge is 2 is normal.
Ah, fair.
Is there a clock on the scoreboard? Do we have an idea of how long we're having to hold this?
I think that's what's the middle finger.
Could be. I don't know.
And I'll say, do you say that out loud?
No, I'm look it up. Is there? I assume there's a scoreboard. Is there a clock on it?
No.
Okay. So we don't know what we're playing to, and
No.
there's no clock to indicate halftime or anything. All right.
The more you score, the more she seems to get panicked. Lattice.
Oh, right. Focus. Right. Yep.
And I'll say, getting up from having been hit, I'll say, you realize the fire has gone away from your hands.
I guess they patted it out. Okay.
As you begin to move, I'll say, as you begin to move, you start making your way over there, and you start to wonder why. I'll say, as you are making your way over to try to catch up with the Jacks, you wonder why they seem to have started moving slower.
Am I turning into a score bunny?
I'll say the Jacks seem to be moving slower. Not only do the Jacks seem to be moving slower, the audience seems to be cheering slower.
Adrenaline.
You, out the corner of your eye, barely notice that you have sparks of lightning coming out of your eyes.
Oh shit. I'm a maiden from Ruby.
Your speed is currently doubled.
Woo!
I'll say your speed is currently doubled. Your hands seem. I'll say the parts of your skin that you can see are slightly transparent.
It's motion blur because I'm running really fast, that's what I'm telling myself.
What are you trying to do?
Well, it's time to show these this Jack going up to the with the ball. How we do things in the mountains. If I can break rock, I can break a robot.
You did lower his defense by 1 combat stage.
Okay.
Maybe he'll drop the ball.
All right.
Boom!
You do lower his combat. All right. You rock smash the mess out of him. I'm about to say, and it's even worse because when you try to hit this rock smash, your hand phases through him and hits. And I'll say your hand phases through him, hitting internal mechanisms on the way through his body.
Oh shit!
Causing some serious damage.
So, if I punch through a robot, have I reached Chris Redfield status?
I'll say, until your next turn, you have the phasing trait.
Oh, nice. I forget I am not a GM. I cannot make myself a tooltip note, but I can do this.
Um, Jay, you see this? I'm gonna say, Jay, your eyes catching up to this. You see Lattice looking at you. I'm gonna say, looking at Lattice. Kind of seems like a bit. I'm gonna say, it seems like some sort of electrified ghost.
Alrighty then.
He's like, this is not in the script. Jay, stop your friend. Stop him. Tell him he can't do this.
Yeah.
I thought this was street ball. There are no rules.
Wait, but ah! She was like, okay, you know what? Fine, all right. I figured you guys had some sort of. I know you guys were weird. And I figured you all had some strange abilities. All right. We'll figure out a way around this. Don't you worry. I got you. I got you. You won't get away with this.
I don't know what we're talking about. I'm perfectly normal.
In fact, no, you're not. No, you're not. No, blue hair is normal.
Huh.
People with colored hair can't be trusted.
I'd like to look
Follow the
over.
list.
I'd like to look over at Rebecca. What color is your hair again?
White, which you could argue is platinum.
Yes.
You seem to be sporting a bit of a color spectrum yourself.
It's due to stress.
Ooh, you need to relax.
I should have known you were up to something. You with your blue hair and him with his green hair. Your entire crew is a bunch of weirdos. Miranda's gonna be like, "Oh, I kind of like them. They're charming in a strange way." Let's see. She already did the cheerleading. We'll go ahead and do it again.
Oh, wow.
She'll ask, "Is there anything?" She's going to ask, "Is there anything that you think you're going to need help with, Jay?"
We'll be back in a moment. He is acquiring
Okay.
food.
Mm, that does sound good.
This is. I know your roles have been like iffy at times in terms of like hit and doing things, but this has been fun.
I'm glad this panned out well.
I just like Rebecca's like over the topness.
I can't wait until we reach like the final part of this tournament. I was like, yeah, I can see Tristan's like eye roll already. I'll say, considering these stats these guys have, you guys have been doing very well.
Yes, I was under the impression that when you mentioned like huge ass Tech and Jax robots, I was expecting like Like us have a higher failure rate, for lack of a better term.
I don't know. It's still pretty high, especially with the skills that are being used for this.
Considering that all of their skills are, all of their relative skills to this game are 5d6 plus 5.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Very much an edge, but not impossible theoretically.
Yeah.
Yeah, but especially since on 5d6 plus 5, they've barely been breaking 20.
So did she give us another 2d6 or just maintain the 2d6 we already had?
That was the thing. She was asking, was like, was there anything in particular that she wanted?
I don't know what she can do. So
She's a cheerleader version of a wish spell.
That's why she was asking. It was like, is there anything in particular that you were hoping to, it was like, was there anything that you needed,
well,
or anything that you were hoping that she could do for you?
well, we either need to, figure out insights into them to make them not as good, or we need to figure out ways of exploiting them to make ourselves better. So,
Gotcha.
edges you can provide in either direction.
Okay. One second.
We are looking for you for strategy and support. So we need you to strategize and support.
Okay. And say, all right. Okay, so okay, doesn't have to do anything. Okay, cool. All right. I'm gonna say okay. I'm gonna say okay for both of you. Your defense. I'm gonna say I'm gonna say both of your defensive skills go up. I'm gonna say both of your defensive skill. I'm gonna say defensive stats go up by 2 combat stages. Hello?
I heard you. 2 combat stages to defense.
Yep. Defense is
Yeah.
going up.
And you can, I'll say, and you can increase. I'll say you can increase a combat stage of anything that is below its. I'll say you can increase a combat stage that is below its. I'll say that is below its default value. So anything that is combat stage 0, you can increase it by 1.
I'm not sure what good combat stages are doing us in this, but okay.
I will
If they decide to beat on you.
I will increase my speed. So my initiative technically now
Yeah.
becomes a 7.
Let's see. And technically, she has enough to do that. She will use one of those. Both of you gain a +2 to evasion.
Okay.
See, that one actually has some use.
And I'll say both of you get +2 to evasion. And if you are making a roll until her next turn, you can choose one roll twice, take the better result.
So we have advantage. Okay. Cool.
Advantage to what? Any roll?
Yeah, pick one roll. Pick one roll that you make, and you can roll it twice.
Alright.
I'll say so. So basically, take one roll and take one roll that you choose and get advantage on it.
Sure, yeah.
So must say basically you get must say three combat stages. I'll say three combat stages, advantage, and +2 to I'll say and +2 to evasion. This seems most pertinent right now. I mean, there's other stuff she can do, but technically that's about the most useful at the moment. All right, Jay.
Okay.
I'll say I don't think you guys need temporary hit points at the moment. So
Nope. Okay, so did you get the ball from them when you decked the guy?
I believe
no,
I just
he just went for damage.
yeah.
Okay. So I have to attempt to remove the ball. And then get just past this guy to score. Okay. So I'm currently at +4, and I have advantage on on one roll. And then I have a pool of 2d6. Well, let's go with the advantage first. Do I have to commit the d6 before the roll, or can I do it after if I don't like it?
After.
Okay. Okay, so +4 brings that up to acrobatics up to a 28 to try to swipe the ball.
Okay.
Not trying to be subtle about it.
All right. So you said trying to swipe the ball. All right.
Yeah, not trying to be
I believe
subtle,
it.
so I'm not,
All right. I believe that's a contested roll.
Yep.
So.
Currently at 28.
Let's see if it sticks with standard for today. It's going nuts again.
I'm going to apply one of those
It is
d6s.
Okay.
So 28 became a 32.
Okay. All right. And I'll say, you must say it is. Must say it must say it moves. It tries to move the ball away from the direction that you are grabbing for it, but instead, must say, but instead you reach up and you snag the ball out of. Must say you manage to snag the ball out of their hand. All
Alrighty.
right. So you now have the ball.
Hey, big guy. Eyes on me. Eyes on me. Eyes on me. Right. Stay with me. Stay with me.
Is that it?
No, I'm going to be making I'm going for a play. I'm just trying to confuse his sensors so I can get past him again.
Okay.
And the advantage was only for one roll, so I don't have it for the next roll. Correct?
Yeah, you pick one roll.
Yeah. Okay.
So you must say use one roll and use one of your 2d6.
Yeah, and I'm using the other one now. Using the targeting sensors, confusing the targeting sensors.
Jesus, what? Okay.
And
Okay.
then going for the hoop.
Okay, let's see if they can notice this. Nope. Can't keep up with the skills. Okay. Um. All right. So you are able to juke them and get past them as they try to swipe where you were. Fail miserably. You can go for the dunk if you like.
He has left again. He'll be back in a moment. Where's he getting these gifts from?
I like how you just showed up, juked him, and left. Just showed up, broke his ankles, and then just left to go get more food.
Thank you. Um, are you having any of this? Because it really
No, that's all you.
Okay.
Okay. Let's see. I do need an acrobatics roll to do this dunk.
A second one. I thought the I wasn't sure if the first one was enough.
Oh, I thought the 31 was to get around them.
Well, yeah, I wasn't sure if
was
that. That's what I was saying. I wasn't sure if that included.
Oh, no, that's the.
Okay,
That's
so
the,
26 plus 4, that brings up to a 30.
Okay. You, I must say, you managed to get this last dunk off. And I must say, once you do that, I must say, the backboard shatters. Fireworks go off. I must say, fireworks begin to go off as the crowd cheers. Um, it was like, and that's the game.
Oh, wow, shit.
The Oh yeah, I must say I was like I didn't know how the game was gonna go, so I was like first to three, considering the rules in play, seems to be the best to go with. Because I was like, she wasn't gonna tell you what it was, but I did say that I was like the more you score, the more agitated she seems to be getting.
Yeah, you
Because you're
mentioned
getting
that, yeah.
too close to her. Yeah. So and I was like, if I was to do like 21, we'd be here all day. And I was like, hell, even going to five might last forever. I feel like three gave this game a pretty.
Yeah.
I'll say gave this encounter a pretty good number.
Yeah, 3's.
All right. So I must say, it was like that's the game. It was like, and that. I must say, and this is over. You will hear her screaming in the background. No, no, no. Stupid Jax! I want my money back. It was like call up Silpco. Tell them we are not doing business with them. If these death traps don't work the way that I paid for them to work, Madam, don't say that out loud. I don't care anymore. Activate the final protocol.
Huh.
The Jax will stand there. The Jax will stand there, and they will turn. They will turn to you and Lattice. They will turn to Jay and Lattice, and they will immediately. Their arms will slowly rise into a T pose. Initiating self destruct.
Again?
And she was like, "Oh yeah, again." And guess what? It gets worse. You will hear something that sounds like gears grinding. As Jay, you will notice this wall and this wall are starting to get closer to you. As you see the wall starting to grind, and I'll say you see the wall start sliding across the floor towards you. All right, now let's see. It'll say, let's see if they're just as good of escape artists as they are basketball players. And Miranda's gonna be like, well, that's not nice. I'll say she's gonna be like, I'm sorry, Miranda, but you picked the losing team. Lattice, your turn.
You said the walls are coming in?
Yes.
Okay. Hmm.
You will see in the Jack's eyes a countdown that is saying
Okay.
5.
Okay. I would like to use athletics to lift one of the jacks and, in their T-pose form, place them against one of the incoming walls with their T-posing palm or fist against the wall.
Focus roll.
I keep rolling 9s.
Okay, you maintain your ability. You managed to maintain your phasing ability.
Okay.
All right. I need a athletics roll in order to lift, or is that under acrobatics for some weird reason?
No, lifting is athletics.
Okay, that I must say, considering that is enough. They're a bit heavier than a bit heavier than you would expect. It's more of a dragging. It's more of a comfortable dragging than a lifting over your head.
Okay.
As you're able to drag it over here.
Okay, now let's move back from it. Is it weighty enough to stop the wall from progressing?
It is. This wall seems to be moving. I'm about to say, if Jay pays attention, you can notice that it seems to be moving slightly slower.
Oh. Well, maybe when it blows up, it'll do a thing. Actually, if we're still in turns, I guess that's all I'm doing for my turn.
Okay. All right. All right. Not one to be murdered.
As you do.
She is going to go ahead and she's like, well, she was like, didn't think I'd actually have to do this, but all right. she's going to reach. She's going to reach into reach underneath her like I'll say reach around the like kind of kind of flowing sash thing that she's wearing over top of her skirt, and she's going to pull out a Pokeball, and she's going to throw a Pokeball. Is going to skip along the ground. It's going to bounce twice, or landing over here.
Hmm.
So as a Lapras appears.
I thought I heard a lattice for a second. It's like, but I'm right here.
I'll say she's going to say she's going to point towards the door. She's going to point towards the door and be like, you it was like let's get that door down. Use Blizzard. It will make a bit of an ethereal howling noise as it opens its mouth, and this torrent of snow and ice comes out of its mouth, slamming into the door that closed when you entered, encasing it in ice. All right. She's going to say to Jay, "Do you do you have anything that can?" She's going to say, "Do you have anything that's really strong? That's enough to break. That's enough to break through the door now that I've weakened it a little."
I think I've got
I
an
don't know.
option or
I
two.
don't know how. I don't know if any of your Pokemon are that powerful. So I know they're cute. Your turn, Jay.
Now, when she says strong, is she expecting me to athletics through the door?
You could. It was a sturdy steel. It was a sturdy steel door that had. Well, it was a sturdy steel door that has been frozen and made brittle enough to where someone or something with decent strength should be able to break it.
Okay, in which case, what we are going to do...
So if you have like a Pokemon that so she's like, if you think you're strong enough, go for it. If you have a Pokemon that you think is strong enough or has strong enough attack, then go for it. But she doesn't seem to think that she has any Pokemon capable of damaging enough attacks. That's why she was like, I'll use Blizzard to weaken it.
All right. In which case, what we are going to do... Go! Snorlin Sleepy! Use Giga Impact!
Giga Impact.
Alright. Here we go. Got your big Chungus here.
Like, do I have something big enough, strong enough to smash through? Do I?
I was half expecting. Alright. Go ahead and roll for that. It's gonna hit, but I'm gonna roll like a 1. Yeah, that's plenty. Okay. I'll say Snorlax will like fold its arms in and will begin to glow with a white energy as he rolls towards the door. Boom! And just barrels through like a cannonball and just keeps going. You will kind of hear off in the distance, snore. doesn't seem to be able to stop. You can hear. I'm gonna say you can kind of tell that he's kind of like J-O, and you kind of hear people screaming like ah. So you just about to say like in the distance, you just kind of hear like people like scrambling and moving out of the way. He's like, "What is that thing?" Oh.
Is that good enough?
She's gonna snicker like, "Yeah." It's like so. The doorway is open. If you guys want to spend your turn, leaving out the room.
Want to make
As
sure
the
Miranda
walls are,
gets
as
out,
the
but yeah, otherwise, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not, well, she's a little slower than the rest of you, but yeah, she's making her way out.
As long as she can get out in the time allotted, we're good.
Oh yeah, I mean her movement speed isn't like the best, but it's enough to get out within the 5 rounds.
Okay.
I'll say she has the movement speed of casuals.
Oh yeah,
So
but I don't know what other bullshit this lady has planned. So
oh no, you hear her. I'll say you kind of hear her screaming in the background. It's like no, no, the door. How did the door even fail me? The walls can't do their job. The $10 million androids can't do their job. Even the basketball court can't do its job. Now, you know what? All right, the next tournament I force you to get into is gonna be so much more rigged. I swear. She's going to recall Lazarus. Is the three of you? I said the three of you. There we go. Make your way out. As behind you, you will hear. You will hear the Jacks saying, "Final protocol initiate." And I'll say, "Final protocol. 2, 1. Targets not in sight. Initiate anyway." There is a massive explosion similar to the last one where you all just kind of dive out of the just kind of dive. And the people who were standing near the doorway was like, "Hey, what's going on?" And they all just go like blasting off. Like people are knocked over with their hot dogs and their drinks. As the after the explosion, the walls to the room also kind of crunch inward, and after that, after that's all over, you will see that section. That section of the stadium that was built specifically for basketball crumble inwards and fall apart as the basketball stadium falls apart. And Miranda's like, guess we're not going to be able to watch any more basketball for the rest of this tournament. Good going, Jay. And she kind of like nudges you.
it was a boring game anyway.
Not saying she was like, and what about you? And she was like, what about you, Lattice? When did you get like the? And she was like, when did you go all incorporate? And she's gonna look at you, Lattice. You have turned back to normal.
Whew.
How'd you do that? What happened?
Must be my green hair, or that strange booth I was at a while back.
Strange. What?
Was it Carnival?
Yeah, there's some mad scientist at a Poke Carnival we visited a few days back. Was doing all sorts of weird.
Let
Let's do
him.
Pokemon hybrid, human hybrid experiment stuff.
Now,
Oh,
I thought
that's
it was a gimmick. I didn't think it would actually do anything.
she's like, have you never heard? It's like, have you never heard of of like the doctors who've been trying to merge the people who believe that Pokemon and humans are effectively the same, and that we used to be one. I say we used to be one species, and the theory that humans are actually Pokemon themselves.
Um, isn't that tabloid stuff?
So they're scientific theories. I mean, a little weird, but I mean, not without some semblance of validity. I
Huh.
mean, scientists have been trying to. Scientists have been trying. I must say, many eccentric scientists. I mean, there's been news articles all about it for decades, where scientists trying to figure out ways to try to either become Pokemon or have humans become Pokemon or Pokemon turn into humans or try to figure out ways to merge humans and Pokemon together or figure out ways to get humans to have Pokemon abilities. I mean, there was that, and I'll say, I don't know if you remember, but um, about 30 years ago, there was a scientist who turned himself into a Pokemon. This is the GM referencing the
Bill.
old red and blue. Yeah, the doctor who you go to his lab and he's like I turned myself into a Pokemon. I don't need this lab anymore. Here, take my stuff. I'm gonna go wander out into the wild. So technically, it's in the game. It's canon.
He's like, see, I'm not pulling bullshit.
I mean, it's so bullshit, but it's canon bullshit.
I mean, Pokemon in general is bullshit. I'll say at least I'm not focusing on the part where like where Pokemon rip out each other's throats and shit.
Ah, the manga.
Yeah, it's like, oh hey, if you destroy a Pokeball while the Pokemon's in it, they die. It's like, wait, what?
Fuck safeties.
Yeah, I'm like the manga was wild. I mean, honestly, the manga was exactly what I would expect Pokemon to really be. It's like, oh, hey, you destroy the Pokemon. You destroy the Pokemon while the Pokemon is inside of it. Basically, while they've been turned into energy, and they haven't been reconstituted. So if you destroy the Pokeball, yeah, they just kind of disperse and die. And I was like, man, that was rough. I would never leave my Pokemon in Pokeballs, and because all I need is some asshole walking by with a magnet, and suddenly my Pokeball no longer works, and I lose my best friend. But some asshole walk by for refrigerator magnet trying to be a dick. Or the fucking solar flare happens, and EMP wipes out my entire squad.
Oh, damn. That is a thought.
Like, not only does it wipe out my squad, it wipes out everything I had in the that I had in the Pokemon storage container. Like billions of Pokemon lives lost instantly. Like, yeah, my friends are just gonna live outside. I'm like, no, none of y'all get the Pokeballs. We all walk together. We go everywhere together. I don't care if people are afraid of this Tyranitar walking around in broad daylight. You ain't getting the fucking ball, bro. But yes, with that, you guys have managed to win the second, the second showing on your end. And while other contestants are struggling with their own tournaments, you, you two move on to your third and final qualifier.
We're still qualifying.
Hmm?
No, I was just laughing. It's like, we're still qualifying for jetpack.
Yes, there is one more test before you reach the championship match. It is to determine. It is to determine the last. Excuse me. It is to determine the four people who will be moving on to the championship match to fight against. To fight against this tournament's grand champion from last year. The hand selected champion of the the hand selected champion of the Silvestri family, specifically designed. Specifically chosen, and a means by which to make sure that nobody else actually wins except for the Silvestri family.
Ah, yes.
Because these tournaments are for, these tournaments are for their amusement. And it's not so that normies can win. It's so that they can lord their money over others. You winning disrupts the natural order. Can't have that. In which case, they will find out what that is, what that will be next time. Because in the next one there are no friends.
Ominous!
In which case, that will be the end of it for today. I'll say, not like I'm really have another reason to be able to use a basketball themed thing, but thoughts?
Seemed fine.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Rules just, might need a little bit of, decumbersoming.
The rules seem pretty straightforward to me.
They did. Just, let's say a few more options worked in,
I was trying to think of
any of the encumbrance that comes with the rules are more a problem with the system than his rules. Just as a matter of what skills apply to what uses gets a little confusing in PTU.
I was like, I was sitting there, I was like, man, what can I do? I was like, okay. I was like, basketball. I was like, man, almost everything is filled under athletics, but I was like, I didn't just want everyone rolling athletics for everything.
Exactly.
And so I was like, okay, let me make this rule that in case they have like the Pokeball throwing thing, maybe they can make like jump shots. And I was like, okay, if they pick, if they pick Miranda, she's not really going to be able to help with the basketball aspect, but she does have like the cheerleader skills. So she can do different things under cheerleading, and especially like the evasion, because eventually the Jacks are going to start trying to punch the shit out of you guys. Which they were actually going to try to do if you hadn't juked them the way that you did. they were actually about to gang up and start punching you too, because they have more dice to hit Jay than they do to hit Lattice.
I'm honored. The guy who's probably easier to hit.
Well, it's not that you're difficult to hit; they just want to hit you really hard. So they pulled punches with Jay, but they would have actually hit you full force. She doesn't like Lattice because Lattice took her tank, and she doesn't like you because you won the last tournament.
How dare!
Last thing she was like, how dare this dirty poor ranger, win my tournament, take my money. It was like some farm boy and some poor ranger managed to outdo me. This can't stand. But also, yeah, like I said, unless you want me, unless you guys are like, hey, what'd be kind of fun is if we could do another basketball thing. I would be more than happy to like flesh this out and figure out something else to do that doesn't involve like street rules and giant mech suits trying to beat the shit out of you.
I would love to do another basketball game at some point. Maybe like actually mixing the Pokemon in there a little bit, so it's kind of like kind of like a contest type thing where you can maybe using the moves can do something.
Okay. I use Giga Impact. Ah!
It's like come not necessarily for damage, but the idea of like coming up with like with the contest, coming up with creative uses for the moves that might affect the what's going on.
Okay.
So like some of like the terrain moves, causing terrain issues, or maybe using like Giga Impact to kind of again do a dunk or something.
That'd be hilarious. Just be like, oh, I can see it already. He was like, oh hey, he's dribbling. He was like, use toxic spikes. The ball deflates. Now nobody can score. It's like, you dick. Okay.
When nobody scores, everyone wins.
Oh, seismic toss. Seismic tossing basketball into the hoop. He's like, Charizard, you seismic toss. And then it just kind of like goes up into the air, circles around the planet like 10 times or whatever the fuck he does in the anime. And then jumps and breaks him off and breaks the court in half. Oh, hey, Hopper, what are you doing down here? Do you need a blanket? Just gonna look stupid? Okay, I'll do that. Okay. What if I get M&M's in the house? What? Okay. Okay. Yeah. If you guys want, I can try and do that. I can try to incorporate that into the system. I'll speak to Greg and see if he's going to come back because if Greg's not going to be rejoining us, and I can swap out the fighting tournaments. I can swap out the extra fighting tournaments with basketball tournaments for some reason because I wasn't expecting basketball to actually do as good as it did. So I feel like oh hey, this is going to be a throwaway thing and it turned into a surprise hit. It was like, oh hey, what's one of the best parts of Pokemon? Basketball. What?
Well, again, my preference is the anime over the games, and the anime you would the idea of like Pokemon a Pokemon basketball league is something you would see.
Yeah.
PBL.
Like, I can totally see a thing where it's like you have like a trainer in the role of coach, and the Pokemon are actually playing, so that them shouting orders is them directing their team.
Welcome to NPA Jam. Yeah, introducing Pokemon basically does turn into fucking Looney Tunes.
Yeah.
I can see it's already Alma cheating her ass off, fucking TKing the ball.
Yeah.
The fucking Aberline, or at least Teleport, is just outright banned.
Teleporting to the hoop. Like, yeah, it's like, yeah, teleporting to the hoop. Fucking Zorua over here, doing illusion to pretend like she's on someone else's team and then stealing the ball from them.
Or just turning into the ball.
Yes!
Turn
There's
to the ball.
so
like,
many options!
There's gonna be so much fuckery. Someone I'll say gonna have like a dark type Pokemon running around the court, sucker punching people in the kneecaps. I'll say, or you're gonna have that one Pokemon. That one Pokemon is gonna be like, oh shit! It was like, man, this guy's really. It was like, this guy's really. I was like, this one Pokemon's really good. And punch him in the gut with return. Send him back to the Pokeball.
And the player's been ejected!
The player's been ejected from the game. Or uses Roar. Like, gets everyone clustered, the entire team runs off the court, and then they just start scoring like crazy.
You see, moves like that might have to be reworked for how they work in the basketball rules, but
I mean, just swap them back in.
no, I mean like roar instead of like banishing the whole team. It would be maybe something like team cowers opponent gets advantage for 1 round or something.
Given the sheer amount of rules, though, I would expect a lot of it to be kind of like maybe on the fly, because there are hundreds of moves.
Oh yeah, I assumed a lot of it would be again like I would like to use this move to do this thing. GM arbitrarily makes a ruling based on what you're trying to accomplish.
It was like, oh man, we've got the basketball game, and suddenly it's hailing.
Like I like to use hyper beam to do a full court shot. Yeah, propel the ball with hyper beam.
He uses hyper beam for the full court shot. Oh no, solar beam knocks it out of the way. Oh no, moon beam knocks it back.
Yeah, see.
It was like, that was an amazing game, and the game ends 1-0, and the stadium is destroyed.
Is that different from any other Pokemon battle, though?
I feel like they'd be going even crazier.
I mean, it's not like you don't have to rebuild the arena after every fight anyway.
Yeah, the part they don't show. That's why you need league money.
I mean, technically, you guys could do that. You could use your money and create a Pokemon basketball league, and then just take the revenue from it. Because that doesn't exist in Sinnoh. Hurry up and copyright it before the Silvestri family does.
Yeah.
So tomorrow's Star Wars?
Yep. Yep.
Alright. In which case, I'm going to go ahead and get to bed because I've got to work all this weekend, unfortunately.
Oof.
I'll say, well, thankfully, it's not all this weekend, but I have to wake up and go in at 6 a.m. tomorrow. I'll have to work for 2 hours, but that's still, I don't feel like going. So I'm going to go in, knock that out, and then come back home. And then Sunday I also have to go in, but I get to choose when I'm going in because I'm not actually on the schedule. So I just have to go in and have to go in and help out because next week is going to suck. So the only thing I can really do is get ahead of it. So, then thank you very much, and I'm glad this turned out well, and I'm glad it turned out as interesting as it did. So, take your guys into consideration. I'll try to figure out a way to incorporate Pokemon into this, and if you can think of any moves that you feel should be banned. Already thinking Destiny Bond, because that seems like a problem.
I don't even know how that one would work.
Or curse. Or self-destruct.
Yeah, self-destruct I could see being problematic.
It was like, we're losing, blow up the whole stadium. Earthquake. Alright, cool. In which case, I'll see you guys tomorrow for Star Wars as we continue to figure out why Zorn is being a dick.
Yep.
As we go back and try to save our legacy.
Yep.
Or our inheritance? Inheritance. Okay.
Right. I say Gen 1's legacy, our inheritance.
Yeah. and then somewhere along the line it just goes into just decides to go into isolation. So one under whose watch does that.
Well, I mean, they're run by a democratically elected government, so somebody they elected.
I was about to make a political joke.